Evan Samuel's death has been confirmed by now. I'm sure you have heard about it. And a whole lot of Black women are rejoicing. I want to talk about it this morning, but my main reason for talking about it is because they're saying he had cardiac arrest. Okay. And so we know, if I don't know if you know, but we know the Black community, heart attacks, cardiac arrest is one of the number one killers for Black people, Black men, um, Black women, and we need to talk about it. I think we need to know what these signs are, and so that when stuff happen, you start feeling signs. You got to be like me, girl. You have to be like me. Anything other than allergies, I'm at the doctor's office. You anything other than an allergy, I know allergies. I'm something hurt, I'm there. I don't care what it is. I pay a lot of money in health insurance. I'm going. And so, we really need to talk about what those signs are and how, as people of color, we need to go on um to the doctor. If it ain't but once a year, y'all, we need to go get our physical, get those blood work done. It's amazing what the blood test can tell us. Everything. Oh, your kidneys are functioning okay. Your liver's fine. They're functioning great. Your hemoglobin is I'm at a 10, right? I'm at a 10, which is why I'm anemic. I need to be at a 14. 14 is average. So we need to talk about all of those things. I'm not going to get into the politics of the whole Kevin Samuels thing. It's just that with cardiac arrest is something we really, really need to talk about. I'm going to try to put a panel together so we can talk about health and what are the signs of heart attack? What are the signs of uh, stroke? Somebody said he was complaining of chest pains. Get your ass up to the doctor. Get your ass to the doctor. I told somebody that $10. Go to urgent care. It's $10. Go to urgent care. Okay, chest pains is not something to play with. Other than you have to know the difference if you pull a muscle. Even if you pull a muscle, you need to go to the doctor because Alexa was complaining of chest pains, but it wasn't over here. It was right in here. And I said, right here, Mom. She said, right here, Mommy. I took her to the hospital. And so they ran tests. They did the machine thing, and there was no nothing. And the doctor kept asking us questions. And did you lift anything heavy? And sure enough, it was Thanksgiving time. They gave her a Thanksgiving bag, with stuff in it. And I guess it was heavy, and she lifted, and she had a little, I forgot what it's called right here. And, they gave her the Motrin or whatever. And in about 2 days, she was better. Okay, but when you start feeling issues with your heart or you feeling chest pains, you know that pain is not normal. You need to go to the doctor. Let me tell you, I'll run to the doctor for a headache. Okay, we as people of color, all of us, we have to be more in tune with our health and take our health more carefully. And I'm going to try to put a panel together because we need to know what these signs are. I almost lost my sister to a massive heart attack. Okay, she got off from work, she went home, and she said she was feeling a little funny. And she woke up the next morning and she said her arm felt funny. So she said she thought she slept on her arm wrong. So she's getting ready. She's going to work. She work at the hospital. And she said, I'm driving to work and my arm, I'm stretching out my arm, because I thought I slept on it bad. And it still would not feel better. She went to work. She said, I don't feel good. I'm going to go home and lay down. She clocked out, went to the parking lot, got in her car, and the Lord told her, go back to the hospital, go check in. Sure enough, as she stepped foot in emergency room, she works in emergency room, she fainted and they're running around. My sister was in a coma for like maybe 2 or 3 days. I think that's how the story goes. 2 or 3 days. She woke up. They said, Miss Hilton, that's not her name, Miss Hilton, you had a Miss Smith, you had a massive heart attack. And so she's telling us the story. And when the doctor came, she said, Miss Thompson, you almost had to bury your sister. He said, if she had went home, you would have to bury her, because she would have a massive heart attack driving or at home in the bed sleeping. So I said to her, Rachel, her name is Rachel. My mother's name is Rachel. Rachel, right. You don't know if you feel this, and I'm doing this. You don't, Rachel. You don't know if you. She's like, I didn't think about it. I just felt like I slept on my arm wrong. So these are the signs we need to know, right? And I stay on my husband and my brothers. I have 5 brothers. We know Black men don't go to the doctors. We know it's a fear for Black men in the United States, but apparently it's probably for Black men all over, because my brothers don't. I have to stay on my brothers to go to the doctor, go get your physical, get your physical. Okay. Even my 2 brothers that's in New York, I'm like, well, did you go get a physical? Go get a physical. That even if it's just once a year, go get the physical. Go get your blood work. I've had the same doctor since I was 16 years old. 16. Do you know, after I had little Michael, she found a heart murmur? She said, Jen, you have a heart murmur. I said, a what? A heart murmur. She said, I've never heard it before. So sometimes things can develop, right? She's been my same doctor since I was 16. I was 37 when I had Michael, so I was 38. I've seen about 2 other doctors if she wasn't there. I just had a baby. So that means I was seeing an OBGYN. I was seeing all the old people doctors, because, after 35, when you get pregnant, you got to see all the old people doctor. They're running tests, they're screening, they're listening. Nobody heard a heart murmur until after I had the baby. She said, Jan, you have a heart murmur. It's a little one, but you have. She sent me to the specialist. They do the research and specialists, put you to the machine and say you're fine. Just, around this something develop, and we'll just keep an eye on it. So sometimes stuff can develop that you don't know develop, which is why, 1, we need to know our history, our family history of health issues, but go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. They can tell you the level of how your heart is functioning, what oxygen level you're functioning. All of those things doctors can tell us. So we all need to do ourselves a favor. And at least if you have fear of doctors or you don't go to the doctor at least once a year to get your physical and your blood work. And let me tell you another thing before I read this article. When I was dating, I would not continue to date a man who was not in his health. If he wasn't going, those are questions to ask. So do you have a primary care? Man, I don't believe in doctors. When was the last time you went to the doctor? Man, I was like 16. Dentist, man, I don't go to the dentist. Ain't nothing wrong with my teeth. If he couldn't tell me what his primary care doctor name was, if he couldn't tell me when was the last time he went, if he didn't go to the dentist at least once a year, you're supposed to go twice a year, I would stop dating him, because that means this is somebody who doesn't care about his health, who doesn't care about his teeth, and I'm going to have to stay on you to go to the doctor and all this stuff, and I'm not going to do that. And that's one thing I love about my husband, that he goes to the doctor, he does his physical, he does his blood work, goes to the dentist, and all of these things independent of me. So when we got married, now I just have a reminder. Now I set our dental appointments. I set dental appointments for everybody. So I'm just encouraging you. I'm not getting into the politics of Kevin Samuels, but they're saying he died of a heart attack. We have to take better care of our doctors. And he was drinking all them Red Bulls, right? And we have to go to the doctor. I am begging you and I'm pleading you, especially as people of color. We know there's a whole lot of stuff that we have to deal with the high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, and all of these stuff. So we stay on top of it, keeping our weight down. Okay. Look at me, y'all. Look at me. Look at me. My doctor wants me to lose 15 pounds. 15. Okay. I'm 5'6". I've been the same weight for years. And since my anniversary last year, I've been 10, 15 pounds over it. So look at me. Look at my arms. I need to lose 15 pounds. Because losing weight help with all of that, heart, all of those things. So God gave doctors wisdom for them to tell us what we need to do. We need to eat better. We need to drink lots of water. We need to rest. Rest. People laugh at me about me sleeping. I say, okay. But I tell you one thing, when I go to go do my physical, my blood work, everything come back with flying colors, with the exception of my blood is low. I've been anemic since I had Lexi. But if I take my vitamins, my iron vitamins, I'm fine. So I just want to encourage you guys, please go to the doctor. Go get your physical once a year. Ladies over 40, we know. Go on. Go get your mammogram. Girls start having sex, go get your pap smear. Black men over 50, go get your colonoscopy or whatever else you need to do. Go get it. You want to stay here longer. You want to be here longer for your kids, your wife, your family. Go on down to the doctor and see the doctor and know what's going on in your body so that you can do whatever you need to do to be here longer and stay here a little bit longer and pay attention to signs. If you're feeling something that's abnormal, go to urgent. And please don't tell me you don't have health insurance. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Go sign up for Medicaid, go on Obamacare, whatever. You could get insurance for a size of a pair of Jordans. I don't want to hear. I'm so sick and tired of Black people and all your freaking excuses. Anything that you need to do to make your life better, you can do it. But you got $500 weave on, $13,000 purse, and $500 shoes, but you can't do what you need to do to for your health. I don't want to hear it. Excuse the language, but I don't want to hear it. I'm just so sick of the excuses. But anyways, girl, it's Saturday. It's raining. I love the rain. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Come on back. I'm going to talk about y'all heifers stealing people's content on YouTube. Then I'm going to put a ready to love because I was looking at some of the comments. I was like, oh, I told you about Joy. I want to hear it. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Y'all know my books are on sale for Mother's Day. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas. Okay, all my books are on sale. Love you, love you, love you. Okay, let's get this article. It says Kevin Samuels, YouTuber with 1.4 million subscribers, has died. His mother said Samuels' views on dating and relationship, which many people on social media felt were an attack on Black women, often sparked outrage. Ooh, somebody asked a question in one of our women's group that I'm going to ask, but I'm not going to ask right now. I'm going to ask after this climate calms down a little bit because I don't want y'all to put the question with the whole Kevin Samuels thing, okay? But I'm gonna write it down so I can remember to ask the question when this is over, okay? So his mother confirmed. Thank you. Sorry. His mother confirmed. Kevin Samuel, a YouTuber who became known for his controversial relationship advice, has died. His mother confirmed to NBC. Rumors of his death first circulated on social media Thursday night. Actually, Thursday afternoon. My coworker told me at about 3:30, and I say 3:30 because my supervisor leaves at 3:30. So I knew my supervisor had already left because we were all standing in the hall because we were telling her bye for the weekend. So that's how I knew what time it was, okay? Allie was like, Jan, they're saying Kevin Samuels died. So I was like, oh, and so this started Thursday afternoon, okay? His mother, Beverly Samuels Birch, declined to release details about what happened. She said she learned of her son's death from social media. That was a terrible thing for social media to put that out. I didn't even know. I hadn't even been notified. She said in a phone call on Friday, all I'm doing is requesting that people pray. You know, it's really sad and it's unfortunate. We live in a social media age. People's not going to be considerate about was the mother or the family notified, because it's news, you know, it's newsworthy. It's people who's trying to do the videos and may want to be the first to break the story. But you know, when it comes to death, as YouTubers, my YouTube girls, as YouTubers, when it comes to death, I just think we should wait until a family member confirms it, you know, because it's don't nobody want to see turn on the computer and your loved one is dead. You're learning that from social media. But unfortunately, it's the climate we live in. We live in a social media age. There's nothing we can do about, you know, stuff not being on social media simply because that's the age that we're living in. The Atlanta Police Department said officers were called to an apartment at East Paces Ferry Road, Northeast, on Thursday morning regarding a person injured. So a person injured, people are saying there's something happened to the body, and this is why a lot of people are now saying there might be some foul play, and you know, this might be a homicide versus he just died of a heart attack or whatever. Okay. By the time police arrived, first responders were performing CPR on an unresponsive man later identified as Samuels. A woman in the apartment told officers that Samuel had complained about chest pain and that she attempted to help him, but he fell. The police report states the woman called 911. I have so many questions, but anyways, I'm not getting into the politics of it, okay? Sam was taken to Piedmont Hospital. Police said the Fulton County Medical Examiner office said in a press release that it's performed an autopsy and cause and manner of death are pending. The office listed Samuel's age as 53. Samuels, who described himself as an image consultant, shared YouTube videos to his more than 1.4 million subscribers, discussing topics that included dating and relationship. His views, which many people on social media felt were an attack on Black women, often spark outrage. Last month, he was slammed over a video where he labeled women over who are 35 and unmarried as leftovers. If you have made it to 35, you are unmarried, you are a leftover woman, he said in a video. You are what is left. Men know that there is something likely wrong with you. He also started a controversy over the videos where he rated women's appearances based on their looks and dress size. Many say his advice was toxic and misogynic. Following news of his death, many social media users were quick to point out his contentious views. Kevin Samuel has made a career of shamelessly disgracing Black women for profit. He embodied the most toxic individual to project tired and harmful narratives about Black women. Journalist Ernest Owens wrote, "Dead or alive, what a disgraceful life to live." That's all I've got to say. Misogynist. What did Kevin Samuels die from? Being 56 and unmarried, musician Gene Dukes tweeted. Some included YouTuber Adam22 defended Samuels. Kevin Samuels was a good dude who gave a lot of people solid advice. He got smeared for having a backbone and an opinion, and he didn't back down to the mob. Rest in peace, he wrote. But wasn't he already married 2 times? Maybe he didn't want to be married again. Anything, you know what I say, anything over 2 times. All right, y'all. So that's what the news are saying. I have another TMZ article, but I'm sure you've already heard everything. I just wanted to encourage us all to make sure we go to the doctor, and if you feel something that's a little off, you know, me personally, I'm a type of person like this. I prefer to be safe than sorry. Anybody know me, honey? I'm quick to go to urgent care. Okay. I am quick to go to urgent care. I don't play with my health, neither mine nor my family. The only thing I don't run to the doctor for is allergies, because I know I have the allergies, and I'm praying, and did I take my allergy pill? Did I take my allergy pill? I didn't. I even walk with mine because it's bad for me. Okay, my little boy bad with the eye and everything. You see me, he does too. The only thing with his eyes, I have to get the prescription medicine for his eyes. So hopefully, it's been 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Hopefully this week, this is it for him. But anything other than allergies, I run to the doctor because you just don't know. Okay, I don't have headaches, but I noticed since in the last 2 years, in the last maybe 2 years or so, that time of month for me, it comes with a headache. I've never had a headache. I think I am one of those blessed women where it's nothing. I don't get cramps, nothing. It's just, the regular monthly thing. But I noticed for the last 2 years or so, I've been getting headaches that time of the month. So those are things you need to pay attention to. So okay, now I'm getting a headache with my cycle. I need to go to the doctor and check it out, see what it is. Maybe it's and just understanding how our bodies work. I love you, girl. I'm talking too much. I got to go. Show me love in the my books, and happy Mother's Day tomorrow. Come on back. We're gonna talk about people stealing other people's content, and we're gonna do Ready to Love. Okay. Love you. Bye.